Hi, my name is Rick Ochoa with La Cocina Talk. I'm here with Raquel.
Besiaga
All right, and we're at Infinity333 Beauty Salon
in Downey, California.
in Downey, California.
Yes.
Wow, how beautiful Downey is. So tell me, what's this shop about? What's this beauty salon about?
This beauty shop is a one-stop shop. And we have 4 hairdressers, now technician, body sculptor, 2 makeup artists, a little boutique. So we try to bring everything in one.
Wow, that is everything. You got body sculpting, hair salon, nail. I mean, you just there's no reason to go anywhere else. So just come here and you're done.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about running around town. Wow, that's great. So now that we know what the salon's about, let's get to know the owner, Raquel. Who is Raquel?
Raquel. Oh, Raquel. Well, I'm a strong, independent mother,
Okay.
salon owner. I came from Mexico a year and a half
Wow.
and grew up as a child in West LA. Um, four sisters, 2, 3 brothers, so family of 8.
A family of
Mom and
8.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm second to the last.
Second to last. Oh,
Yes,
so you're
yes.
not the baby.
No,
you're
no,
the
no.
you're the pre-baby.
Pretty baby. Yeah. So in '87 we moved to the city of Bell. My parents bought a home, their first
Okay.
home. It was always hard, but and
Well, that had to be a total culture change going from West LA to Bell.
yes, it was
I was gonna say that's like night and day.
very much.
Wow. Okay. So how was Bell for you?
Bell was amazing. It brought a new, different culture. More friendly faces, and just had to get used to it. I mean, I was 13, started 8th grade on this side, went to Nimitz in Maywood. I graduated in '91 in city Bell High School.
Okay.
Eagles. Go,
All right,
go
Eagles. Eagles.
Yes. So, and from there I went to Rio Hondo for a year and a half. Saw that it wasn't, for me, and my sister saw it as well. So she was a single mom. I mean, she was married, but with 3 kids, and she was like, maybe you should go to beauty school with me. So I did, and tried it out, thinking, was if I didn't like it, at least I knew how to do my makeup or something.
That's true.
But
true.
I made a career out of it.
That's good. Sometimes college is not for everybody, and sometimes we go and thinking that's the right thing. We need more education, and we just go there and we're lost and kind of like, yeah, it's not for me, just not doing. But I guess like you found your footing.
I did, but I got help.
Okay.
And a teacher, once I graduated, gave me that help of finding myself where to go find a job, because how many graduate and universities or
Yeah.
anywhere and what do I do now with my degree? So I had this mentor that she saw something in me as well, and another alumni that graduated from the beauty school had his own shop, and I started assisting him, and that's where I just started. And after assisting for about 2 years, I got married for the first time, and
Congratulations.
thank you. Had a beautiful daughter, and
Wow.
she's
What's her name?
Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
She's 24, and in 90, in '96, I got separated, got divorced, became a single mom. But the beautiful thing is that was left with my beautiful daughter that gave me that inspiration of keep going, because we all find ourselves now what, I have no husband, and so, but she was my inspiration. Down the line I remarried, and now have my second husband. I have another daughter, 14 years old. They're 10 years apart, my daughters, and her name is Melanie.
Melanie. Hey, Melanie. How are you?
Yes, and they're my foundation. They're my strength. Of go get, keep going.
Yeah. Something you touched a very crucial subject. There's a lot of single moms out there that kind of lose their way when they lose their spouse or their support system, and they kind of like, what now? What do I do now? You know, where do I go? How do I make it now? What's my direction? But you found a direction, and I think that's where that uniqueness comes from you. That quality that you're saying about.
Rick, it's la familia. La familia, it's what if you have a strong family behind you. I gotta give a shout out to all my family members because if it wasn't for them, um, maybe I wouldn't be where I am now. They've been a great support. After my first marriage, I went back home, because I had to get two jobs, and I don't want my daughter in the system. I've always been, Raquel is, if people go out there and look for Raquel, it's, no me dejo. There's not a, me dicen que no, and but tiene que haber otra manera. You have to find a way, and and just go out there and just fight. And if you just sit there, que te caiga del cielo, pues vas a estar esperando por mucho tiempo.
True, yeah.
Las oportunidades están afuera, pero tienes que ir por ellas.
Yeah.
So,
And
y my family helped me a lot. My mom taking care of my daughter. I had an early job, worked at Starbucks. They were, and from there, 4 in the morning till 9:15 in the morning, and then I went to the salon, and I worked there, and I've been in the industry for over 25 years.
25 years.
Yes.
Wow. That's a mouse on its own. Congratulations.
But you gotta love it.
That is true.
You gotta
That
love
is
what
true.
you're doing.
That is true.
That's what keeps you there.
That is true. And from quite a few of the entrepreneurs like yourself that I've interviewed, if you don't have a passion for what you do, it turns into a job.
Yes.
And once you lose that passion for whatever you do, whatever it is, it doesn't flow anymore. You kind of like, you throw your hands up in the air, you go home, and you start questioning yourself. It's like, is this really for me? Do I really want to do this?
Correct.
I have to now figure out payroll and lease and that. And you just start battling within yourself.
Just go to work to get a paycheck and go back home, and it just becomes very, moto, and there's no dreams, there's no going forward for something. It just, then life becomes boring, and then there's no looking forward for something else.
Yeah. Well, let me ask questions because we kind of touched a little bit on it. When did you decide to? I know you said you've been in 25 years. When was that transition that you felt, okay, it's time for me to be independent? When was that time that you decided to go, okay, I'm gonna be my own boss now?
Well, I started as a booth renter for, I would say, maybe 15 years.
Wow.
And that was a big step because, I worked after being mentored through, as an assistant, I went to work for Fantastic Sam for a couple of years, looking for that security of a paycheck like we all need. And seeing that I was doing good, people followed, they like, how I styled their hair, cut them, this and that. And after 2.5 years, I decided to go work for a particular salon. And after took that, I was like, we want commission. Hairdressers do either commission or pay you by the hour, or, mainly it was like that back then. Now it's changed, and I was like, I'm giving her half. So maybe if I rent the station, maybe I get to keep it. But that implied a lot of other responsibilities that we don't think of. So after, you live and learn. After 15 years, then, going from salon to salon, staying in the city of Downey, I was helping other salons, and because I love what I do, Raquel, I like to help people without, you help me, I help you. But when you start seeing that people get to take advantage of
Yeah.
you, or
Yeah.
use you a little too much of that help all the time. And the opportunity came where I had the help of my husband, that we refinanced our home, um, and we were able to get a little money out and started my business
Congratulations.
in 08.
Oh, wait, so right after that, boom, on the house market.
Yes.
So you were super lucky at that point. That's good. Congratulations. But see, you had that drive. I mean, you're telling me you were a beautician, kind of at Fantastic Sam's and other locations that you've for 15 years, but it sounds like you had a lot of repeat customers and people, especially females. If correct me if I'm wrong, are very particular about who does their hair, and
Yeah.
if they have to travel to whatever city it is, they're going to go to it. And you seem to fit that mold, that you were that special person, special beautician, that people were connecting with you. And I can tell by your personality, they kind of like, hey, I'm having a good time. She's cutting my hair. We're talking. This is cool. And I understand. I totally get that. I understand how you felt like, okay, you know something? There's a foundation there. I can now maybe leap from this foundation to the next level. And I think I applaud you for taking a chance, because it's a different realm when you're your own boss. I guess you can speak to that.
Yes. I had to look at the bigger picture, because in that journey of being an independent contractor, I also was looking for, you hear it, the market, retirement. Hey, hairdressers don't have that. How can I go about that? And, then you start looking into other things and start learning, and how can I go there and start putting money away? And because, you got to save for the rainy days, it's not always at steady. And thank God for all my clients. Thank you for following me for all these years. That, I'm being patient, because of moving from one shop to another. You lose some,
Yeah.
you gain some, you lose some. But, it feels good seeing, the family that they come with their little ones, and then they're high school and they're taller than me. And I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
It makes you feel like.
Yeah, time goes. Hey, they're getting older, not me. They're getting older. Yeah.
So, that's the nice feeling. And that's when you start realizing, you're doing something right, because, you're listening to your client.
Mhm.
You're listening to that person that's sitting behind the chair, what is it that they're looking for? And I try to meet their expectations, You have to, I mean, I gotta eat. They gotta look beautiful.
True. It
Right?
helps each other. It helps each
Here
other.
we go. That's
There
right.
you go. Hi, this is Rick with La Cocina Talk. Hope you're enjoying the podcast with Raquel and Infinity333. There is more to come. Stay tuned. So we got to the point where you decided to open your business. Was this by yourself, or how did you open up?
No, we started in 2018 with a business partner,
Okay.
but lease for 3 years. Then COVID hit, and it was hard. Closed for a whole year. Then after that, I just realized that my business partner and I weren't on the same page.
Okay.
So our lease came up. I made the choice of just either you buy me, I buy you, you take it over. We went back and forth. It didn't work out to where neither one of us took it over.
Okay.
We had to close our doors.
Okay.
So you live and learn. I had to reopen this year. In January and February, I opened up again, but it made me see things a lot different. How blessed I've been, and grateful to all my stylists and my team that followed me. And we just had to start all over, and here we are.
Now, quick question, just because I know a little bit of your history. Is that the same name that is now, or did
No,
you? Okay.
No.
So
Closing doors meant prior business is done and over.
What was the name of that salon before?
It was Beauty a la carte.
Beauty a la carte.
Beauty a la carte. So I had to start with a whole brand new name, repaint everything, just give it a fresh look. Same faces, but just different name, different. So. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all those customers, customers from Beauty a la carte, it's still open. It's under a new name, so just a heads up on there. Just a heads up on there.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so you bought him out, or you bought her out, I guess, and now you're on your own. Now it's Raquel and nobody else. There's no help on the side, left or right. So
I didn't buy her out.
Oh, I mean, yes, sorry, you closed it down.
We closed down. Yes,
closed down.
I wish it would have been that easy, because it would have been easier. We didn't have to literally, this is your comb, my comb.
That is true. So,
but,
how was that? Good. How was that? How did you come up with the name? Because now you had to develop a new name.
Yes, that was.
How was that?
That was challenging. I didn't want Raquel's Beauty Salon. I just wanted, something that. Because all my team, followed and, they've been behind me. I wanted to not only bring them in as well. And the 333, I was told that it was more of an angel number. Okay. And because it's part of our address, 8333, and my mom didn't get to see me opening my shop, and she's one of the strong reasons that I am who I am, and I take a lot over my mom. And our address is 8333 Infinity.
There you go.
There it is. Put it in, and
there it is.
Those who get it and see it, they get it, and those who don't.
That's all right. Hey, as long as they know where to go, right, and how to get here.
Yes.
It's irrelevant how we get the address.
Right?
And then, okay, I'm there. That doesn't matter. Okay. You kind of touched upon it, and I want to go back a little bit. You said COVID hit, and that it took a lot of small businesses like ourselves, really brought us to the brink. And I think you said you closed for about a year, yes, because I think if I remember correctly, your side of the retail was shut down for a year. How was that? A whole year without anything?
It was very difficult. Just having to, the way this shop is set up, we still had people working from home and Zoom. Their hair was going out of control. Their ganas were showing. We had a couple of people still call in, and we started taking turns of, you come in this day, you come that day. Some just decided not to come. Some decided, I had several stylists just quit, and started working from home and looking for that help of what to do. How do we get funds, help, it was hard. It was just hours and hours searching and applications, and because I didn't have necessarily employees, the
Mhm.
PPPs, and do I pay a lawyer? Do I not? Do I get myself? It was stressful. It was stressful. So
I can imagine.
that's where I also needed my business partner, and she wasn't there, and that's where you start seeing, are we in it together or are we
Yeah.
not? So so you just start seeing where it's leading, and at that point, it comes to always the end of the road and decide where you want to go. That's
Okay.
it.
Okay. So you've done this. You've made it so far to this point. What everybody believes that we're still open. You're still open. So you have the golden
Oh no.
egg. How is that? Do you have the golden egg?
No, not at all. I think it's very difficult. I think some of my hairdressers probably earn more money than I, because it's not only what I bring in, it's, they're not working necessarily for me. Yeah, they're paying their little, renting their station. It helps to pay for the big daddy right here. But it's hard because they just come in, do their thing, and oh, the AC, it's hot. We just had a heat wave passes through, and AC from morning till late evening, or some have forgotten that it was even on, because they didn't turn it on. So I come in and it's freezing, and I'm like, oh my god, and I'm like, just smile and
Yeah.
send a text, hello, you just gotta make it through, and just reminding your team, think I'm glad I have a strong team that even though we're all independent, we're all very united. We have open communication, and trying to find ideas of networking. How can I put myself out there?
Okay. So we've pretty much hit everything, I think. What is the future for you? What is the future for Raquel? What is the future for Infinity333 Beauty? What do you see from this point forward?
Well, one thing I forgot to mention is that we're also affiliated with an ambassador salon with Wigs for Kids.
Oh wow!
So
what is Wigs for Kids?
Wigs for Kids is a nonprofit organization that provides wigs for children with hair loss issues, medical, cancer, leukemia, alopecia, any reason that your child might be not have any hair, they will provide the hair. So we help them get the hair. They come in, you're letting your hair grow, you want to cut it, to donate it, you come here, you search us, and and that is something that I've taken pride on, because there's not that many salons that do that. And same way that I was taken under someone's wing, I want to help other um, beauty schools to help them teach their students better to, hey, we could maybe get an apprentice in here to get them going. I don't want to stay behind the chair forever. I want to overlook,
True, very true.
and and have just a strong business to run, and get people going and help them with their dreams as well.
Well, that's good. So you do a great. That sounds like a great foundation for cancer, and now you're trying to reach out to help beauty schools that I know probably a lot of schools are having a hard time finding locations to practice.
Yes.
You're just, I'll be honest, I my hat's off to you. You're doing, I mean, you're trying to do everything you can to help the community, to help, like you said, take people under your wing, because you want to pass it down. Just like somebody helped you, say, okay, my turn. Let's help the next generation that's coming up, and something. My hat's off to you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud to know Raquel.
Thank you, Rick. Us Latinas, I think we all women, helping each other instead of being against each other. We're here to help one another. You want to a helping hand, just reach out. I think, same here. Anyone looking after one another, that's how we need to go forward.
Okay. All right, Raquel, we've been on this beautiful journey all the way from Mexico to West LA to Bell to Downey. And it's been really a joyful experience with you, with hearing your story, hearing your accomplishments. But now we're at the end. And what is so special about Infinity 333?
Rick, at my salon, not only can you get your nails done, your your hair done at the same time. If you're going to a party, we have a boutique. We have, it's a one-stop shop. We have events. We have upcoming a sip and paint. We are partnering up with different Latinas that are going to be able to come in and sell their candles, have a mother-daughter, father and son, um, events that people could come in and do their quinceañeras here, their makeup, the photo shoots. We have everything that you need for you to come in. Not only that, but help the community by donating your hair to the less fortunate that could come in. We have fundraisers for that as well coming up. Look for us at our website, at the calendar, sign up, help us here at Infinity 333.
Okay, guys, you've heard it. You got a lot of events, a lot of things going on. Look down in our description to all the feedback, her connection to her webpage, to her Instagram page, and you get to know the fantastic stuff that Infinity 333 Beauty
Salon. Yes.
is doing with Raquel as a beautiful owner she is. Guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving us an opportunity. I hope you enjoyed the podcast and see you guys soon. This is Rick from La Cocina Talk. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great. Thank you.